Hi, it's Wendy from wendybottrell.com, a gluten-free living for health, fitness, and weight loss. And today I'm going to use an example that I had of how to hit the bullseye easily at the basketball court. And you may be thinking, what the heck does being at the basketball court have to do with gluten-free living and health, fitness, and weight loss? And what happened was yesterday I decided that I would go over and just have a little bit of fun, throwing the basketball around. I haven't done that in a long time. And so I went, and it began as not a very fun experience for me. When you get a basket in, it just has this really nice swoosh sound. And, the goal of basketball is to get the ball into the basket, obviously. And so I was practicing the free throw from the free throw line, which is 15 feet to the basket. So it's quite a distance. And I was missing every shot from the free throw line. And I wasn't having fun. And when I used to play basketball, I was very accurate. I could shoot from everywhere. So this was not a fun experience for me. But my skills were very rusty. I haven't played basketball in many, many years. And so I was really, really rusty. And so I needed to either figure out a way to start having successes, start having fun, or I would just leave and, not experience something that I really enjoyed at a earlier time in my life. So what did I do to have success at practicing my free throws? Well, I was only there for about 20 minutes, half hour. But what I did is I heard this concept, and I think it was from Tony Robbins. You have to start having successes. And obviously 15 feet yesterday was way too far for me. So the first thing I did was move closer to the basket. I moved really close, right in. And I just started practicing taking the shot. And I began to feel what I was doing correctly. So every time I took a shot and it went into the net, the ball went into the net, I felt how that shot felt. And was putting that into my mind, the feeling of taking that shot and having it success. And that started very quickly beginning to feel natural. I started to have more fun because I was, getting the ball in, I was having successes, and within a couple of minutes, I went from back at 15 feet, the free throw line, not getting any in. So now I started to average about 8 out of 10. We're going in. So this was a real success very, very quickly. And that's what Tony Robbins said, you gotta start having success right away. And that you start putting those feelings of success with that skill into you, into your brain, into your body, and then you can actually begin to move forward feeling natural and having success. And so what does that have to do with health and fitness and your goals in their area? Well, it has everything to do with it. How many times do we set goals for exercise to, increase our exercise, to go and exercise, to move, to do something? How many times do we set goals for our weight, to reduce our weight, to eat better, to get more sleep, drink more water, and quit before we ever have a success? And maybe if we began to look at it differently, maybe if we began to look at it to see that bullseye from a much closer distance and practice that skill before we move on, we'd feel better about the success we were having, and we would continue. And maybe that success would make us an expert at that closer distance, so we could start moving back a few inches and be willing to begin again and have bigger and bigger successes. And so the example that I'll share with you today is, what can you do to move closer to the bullseye? And an example, most people don't drink water. Most people say that, they hate drinking water. So rather than this big goal of, I'm going to drink 8 glasses of water a day, you're not drinking any. Maybe move closer to the bullseye by committing to drink a glass of water with each meal. So start with a glass of water with each meal. So that would be increasing your water consumption simply by 3 glasses of water per day. Now, once you become an expert, once that's a habit, once you realize that you're putting water out for yourself with each meal, now add 1 glass of water when you get up in the morning and before you go to bed. And pretty soon now you'll be successful at increasing your water intake to 5 glasses per day, and you haven't stressed yourself out. You've made it really simple, and you've created that habit and that success, and now you can move on, to add, before you go out for your walk, before you exercise, add another glass. It's very simple, very easy way to create that expert in adding water, and then you can move on to a different activity. So there's how hitting the bullseye easily at the basketball court can help you achieve other goals in your life when it comes to health, fitness, and weight loss. So I'm Wendy Bottrell, gluten-free living for health, fitness, and weight loss at wendybottrell.com. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye for now.